in downtown demanding goods and services and amenities off work hours. And you know, if you get the demand for goods and services, somebody will provide. Regardless of what it is, they will provide it. The second leg to the three-legged stool on a 24-hour city is having more people work downtown, which means companies coming into the city of Cleveland and taking up our office space. And that is occurring. Now, we've had some move-outs. Example, Eaton has moved out. That has left a vacancy in the building that they're in, but that is rapidly filling up. Rapidly filling up. And we have other companies that have made decisions to come into downtown Cleveland from surrounding areas and even some from out of the state. And what does that do? That provides demands for goods and services on work hours, where people just mill around. Just mill around at lunchtime, or they take a break or whatever. They're milling around, and they go out and they buy things. They eat lunch. They go to a little shop. They look in here. They do that. All those kinds of things. And what we're finding is, again, people are finding, companies are finding the office space that downtown to be competitive. It fits their needs and what they need. The only issue they have now is a little around parking, because we're still a car, a mobile society based on cars. But what they're also finding that many of their employees want to live downtown, and they wind up walking to work. They wind up walking to work. Just like at Flats East Bay, they have Ernst & Young, Tucker Ellis in their office tower. 200 residential units in phase 2. I would probably venture to say at least half of those will be filled by people who work in that office building right next door. So young people and older people want to be able to walk to their job, and the car does not become a bigger necessity if in fact you live next to where you work, as opposed to having to drive from a distance somewhere else. So again, having that 24-hour city, about another 25,000 or so people working downtown, demands for goods and services on work hours. And there's a correlation between that company being there and their employees wanting to live in and around where they work. The third leg to this stool is one about how do you get people to come to the city of Cleveland that would not be here but for. And with the new convention center, medical mart, and the casino, that has basically been resolved. We actually have several millions of people who come to Cleveland now who would never have come to Cleveland or had no reason to be here but for medical mart, convention center, and the casino. And what that does, it brings people into the city, again, supports the demand for goods and services on work hours, off work hours, and it helps support the venues that have been created, not only in downtown Cleveland, but in those surrounding neighborhoods like Tremont, Ohio City, even all the way up to Uptown, up in University Circle, over in the Larchmere area. So you can see how people just move around the Arts District on 65th in Detroit. People just move around. And they're finding, again, millions of people coming to the city of Cleveland that would not have come here but for those things that have brought them here. And they are staying in the hotels. People now, when they go to Indians game or Browns game, there's a Cleveland Browns back there, Cleveland game or Browns game or Cavs game, they actually stay a night because they can go to the casino. They may leave the game, go to the casino, stay a night, they go to a restaurant, they go to a warehouse district, they go to 4th Street, they move around. Now, in all of that, we want to do what we call the group plan. And that is, how do you beautify a public square and make it a pedestrian, cycling, public transportation friendly square, which really helps to change the whole dynamics of the center of the city, and not so car friendly.